What sugar do you use? I don't use much sugar. But if I do cook my husband a apple strudel, I use the spelt flour, I use maple syrup, I use grated apple. You can make delicious foods. They must be eliminated. Number 2, probiotic. A probiotic for life. You can buy probiotic powders that contain Lactobacillus acidophilus bifidus bacterium that would be taken 3/4 of an hour before you eat, and they will come down while that pyloric sphincter is open. They will come down and they will start to repopulate the bottom part of your gut. Number 3, there are 2 herbs that coat, soothe and heal that gut. One is aloe vera and the other one is slippery elm.
Do you feel bloated, tired or struggle with digestion? Well, 90% of individuals above 50 experience gut-related issues without even realising it. Research shows that nearly 90% of our immune system is linked to gut health, making it one of the most important factors in overall well-being. Gut health directly affects everything, from energy levels to mood and even skin health. If your gut is out of balance, it can lead to chronic inflammation, weakened immunity, and digestive discomfort. So the question is, what truly defines a healthy gut? And how can you restore balance naturally? Stay tuned as we uncover the secret to a healthier gut and a stronger body. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
So what would cause a weakening in the production of hydrochloric acid? Drinking with the meals. You see, digestion is a chemical process, and that whole reaction I just showed you only happens in an acid environment. If people are drinking with their meals, it waters down the acid so you don't get that connection. And it's an American habit, isn't it? Certainly an Australian habit. Michael and I go to a restaurant and the waiter, what's the first thing he asks? What will you drink? No, we won't have anything to drink. Oh, we'll just bring you water. Now, if we say no, thank you, every waiter in the restaurant is coming to us. You don't have water? We let them put the water there. Okay, it just keeps them quiet. I think it's because people are so busy, they've got no time and they sit to eat. Oh, I haven't drunk. And then they drank water. And a lot of people think they'll just wash the food down. Wash the food down, they basically wash all their digestive enzymes away. We should be stopping water ideally half an hour before the meal, resume about an hour and a half after the meal. That hour and a half allows time for those digestive enzymes to start their breakdown. If someone's thirsty after a meal, by all means have a mouthful. But large fluid with the meal will water it down. Also, when people are eating every couple of hours, you see, we have one stomach. And that stomach, there's much research to prove this, that one stomach takes 3 to 4 hours to digest. And then that stomach loves a 1 hour rest. So what's that between meals? That's 5 to 6 hours between. Surely not for children. Do you know they've got the same digestive tract? And you might have noticed, I worked out very early, children say they're hungry when they're bored. Have you noticed? And often, when a hunger pang is experienced between meals, it's often dehydration. One day my son Peter came to me and said, Mum, the water's not doing it anymore. I looked at my watch and said, great, it's lunchtime. When the water's not doing it anymore, it usually is time. It is time to eat. Also, what exhausts the hydrochloric acid is eating large amounts at the end of the day. See, when we go to sleep at night, our stomach wants to sleep too. So if there's a huge meal in there, you know, everything slows down. The stomach, this digestion's going to be very slow. And when the person wakes up in the morning, do they feel like eating? No. Now, my son James, he's a builder. He works out every day. He's very fit. He eats 4 meals a day. He has breakfast at 5:30, and his his metabolism is so fast because he's working so much that he has another meal at 11 and he has another meal, I think, about 4, and he goes to the gym at night and works out, and he has something else to eat about 7:38, and it does him well. Can you see how you've got to play with what works for you? One man said to me, I grew up with 8 brothers. Our mother and father said you're having main meal for breakfast, main meal for lunch, and that's it. He said, we're working hard on the farm. He said, we'd get into our cars and go to town and eat junk at night. That mother would be far wiser to see she's got growing boys who are working hard and provide something for them to eat at night. So a meal at night that would digest quickly would be fruit or a salad or soup. Big growing boys can have 4 bowls of soup, or a protein drink. A protein drink can digest easily. You just got to work out what works for you, and your body will quickly tell you what's working. So that is what's broken down in the stomach. Protein and protein alone. All your starch digestion is put on hold because we're now in an acid stomach. And then we move through and come to the first part of the small intestine, which is called the duodenum.
From the duodenum, digestion continues as the pancreas releases enzymes to break down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. At the same time, the gallbladder releases bile to emulsify fats, making them easier to digest. But here's where gut health plays a crucial role. If the gut lining is compromised, digestion and nutrient absorption suffer. A damaged gut lining, often caused by poor diet, stress, or frequent snacking, can lead to conditions like leaky gut, where undigested food particles and toxins pass into the bloodstream. This can trigger inflammation, food sensitivities, and even autoimmune responses. That's why meal spacing, as we discussed earlier, is so important. It gives the digestive system time to reset and repair. Another major factor in gut health is the microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in our intestines. A balanced microbiome supports digestion, immunity, and even mental health. However, drinking excessive fluids with meals can dilute stomach acid, which is crucial for breaking down food and killing harmful bacteria. If stomach acid is weak, undigested food can ferment in the gut, leading to bloating, gas, and bacterial overgrowth. To support gut health, it's essential to include fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, which feed beneficial bacteria. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, and yogurt introduce probiotics that help maintain microbial balance. Meanwhile, processed foods, excess sugar, and artificial additives can disrupt gut flora, leading to digestive issues and inflammation. Another overlooked factor is stress. Chronic stress diverts energy away from digestion, slowing enzyme production and reducing stomach acid. That's why mindful eating, chewing food thoroughly, eating in a relaxed state, and avoiding distractions can significantly improve digestion and gut health.
How do you know if the gut's working right? Let me give you a story of a man that came to our health retreat with his wife. He was 68, his wife was 67. I said, what is your reason for coming to our retreat? He said, I'm here to accompany my wife. I said, right. I said, how many bowel movements do you average a day? Because I did a health assessment on him. He said 6. I said, oh, that's a lot. He said, yes, I've got irritable bowel. I said, oh, are you on medication? Yes. And he listed the anti-inflammatories and the cortisones. He said, yes, recently the doctor said I can do no more for you. I said, oh. And then I looked at what he ate. He loved bread, he loved meat, he loved dairy, and he loved sugar, and he loved a couple of scotches every night. You see, when you're healing an irritated gut, this is what you've got to do. Number 1, stop all the irritants. What are the irritants? Wheat, dairy, fact, all the things he was having. Refined sugar, alcohol, all of these foods are like kerosene to a fire to an irritated gut. And he was having lots of them. Number 2, probiotic. Probiotic is for life. And that cortisone that he was on, it can break down that gut flora. The very thing he was taking to supposedly heal him, it wasn't at all. All it does is stop the gut being inflamed. And on all that medication, he's going 6 times a day. And number 3, there is a herb called slippery elm, and slippery elm coats, soothes and heals the lining of the gut. Psalm 104 verse 14, the Bible says, God gave herbs for the service of man. Slippery elm is a remarkable herb. It not only gives form to the stool, it coats, soothes and lines the gut, and it contains a growth stimulant, so it can stimulate rapid healing in the lining of the gut. I said, can I try some things on you? He said, certainly. Now, we don't serve any wheat or dairy or refined sugar or alcohol at our health retreat. You've probably noticed. I gave him slippery elm 4 times a day, morning, noon, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. And I gave him a double dose of probiotic. You see, he told me he walks by the beach every morning, and where he walks, there are 4 restrooms on his walk. He's got to, because he's got to keep going in. So in his 1-hour walk every morning, he's got to do 4 stops. First 2 days of the program, he's on juices, so I'm watching him closely. I said, how many times are you going? He said, 5, that's 1 less, on juices. You see, the slippery elm gives form, it coats and soothes. The second day, he was very happy. He said, I only had to stop 3 times on my morning walk this morning. And he's going 4 times. He's dropping 1 movement a day. Fantastic. And it's becoming formed.
Besides slippery elm, marshmallow root and licorice root are 2 powerful herbs that support gut health in different ways. They help soothe the digestive tract, reduce inflammation, and promote healing. Marshmallow root is known for its high mucilage content, which makes it incredibly soothing for the gut lining. When mixed with water, it forms a gel-like substance that coats the stomach and intestines, protecting them from irritation. This is especially helpful for conditions like acid reflux, ulcers, and leaky gut, where the gut lining needs extra support. The mucilage also helps slow digestion slightly, allowing the body to absorb nutrients more effectively. Drinking marshmallow root tea or taking it in supplement form can provide relief from heartburn, bloating, and indigestion. It also acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria, which strengthens the microbiome. Many people find that using it consistently helps reduce overall digestive discomfort and improves regularity. Licorice root has been used for centuries to heal the gut and support digestion. It contains compounds that help increase mucus production in the stomach, creating a protective barrier against acid and irritants. This makes it especially useful for people dealing with gastritis, acid reflux, and ulcers. Deglycyrrhizinated licorice, DGL, is a popular form because it removes compounds that can raise blood pressure while keeping its gut healing benefits. DGL licorice is often taken before meals to soothe and protect the digestive tract. It also has natural anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce gut irritation and support overall gut health. Both marshmallow root and licorice root are gentle, effective options for strengthening digestion and healing the gut lining. When combined with a gut-friendly diet, they can significantly improve digestive health and reduce symptoms like acid reflux, bloating, and irritation.
Pineapple enzymes, that's a good question. Let me show you that. Now notice Notice that the stomach releases pepsin, and the duodenum via the pancreas, trypsin and chymotrypsin. Those three are proteolytic enzymes. Proteolytic, and proteolytic enzymes break down protein. And there are two plants that have proteolytic enzyme. One is the pineapple, and the pineapple has bromelain in it, and that is a proteolytic enzyme. And the papaya has papain in it. So proteolytic enzymes break down protein. So your proteolytic enzyme is trypsin and chymotrypsin and pepsin. And these also are proteolytic enzymes. The good news is you can buy bromelain and papain in a tablet form, a concentrated form. And I personally would prefer someone use the lemon juice or the cayenne pepper because it boosts your stomach to make its own. But if someone has pancreatic problems, pancreatitis, pancreas that is cancerous, they need the proteolytic enzymes. Many people with pancreatitis or pancreatic cancer die of malnutrition. Can you see why? Because the pancreas is the main organ of digestion. So if anyone has pancreatic problems, the proteolytic enzymes, papain and bromelain, are vital for them. Some products have something called porcine in it, and that's an enzyme extracted from the stomach of the pig. I'm not interested in that. So be mindful when you read your labels. And there are some herbs that are very bitter, and they stimulate the release of digestive enzymes, liver enzymes, and pancreatic, and that is gentian and dandelion and St. Mary's thistle, or sometimes it's called milk thistle. So the beauty of these three herbs is they will increase digestion in the stomach, they will increase the liver's ability to release its bile, and also pancreas. So those three herbs do those three.
These herbs work together to improve digestion. Gentian is known for its strong, bitter taste, which signals the body to release digestive juices. This helps break down food more efficiently and supports the absorption of nutrients. Dandelion, often thought of as a common weed, actually has powerful benefits for the liver. It stimulates bile production, which plays a key role in digesting fats and removing toxins from the body. St. Mary's thistle, or milk thistle, is well known for protecting liver cells and helping the liver regenerate. People with digestive issues, especially those struggling with poor enzyme production, often feel bloated, sluggish, or uncomfortable after meals. Proteolytic enzymes, whether from food or supplements, can help ease these symptoms. Bromelain from pineapple and papain from papaya assist in breaking down proteins, making digestion smoother and reducing strain on the stomach and pancreas. When the body struggles to produce enough enzymes, undigested food can sit in the stomach longer than it should. This can lead to fermentation, gas, and discomfort. Over time, poor digestion can cause inflammation and nutrient deficiencies. Taking in natural sources of enzymes can help the body process food more efficiently, leading to better overall health. Some people turn to enzyme supplements when their bodies need extra support. While these can be helpful, it's always best to encourage the body to produce its own enzymes when possible. Drinking lemon water before meals, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, and using bitter herbs can naturally stimulate enzyme production. Chewing food thoroughly also plays a big role in digestion, as saliva contains enzymes that begin breaking down food before it even reaches the stomach. Maintaining a healthy digestive system is essential for overall well-being. When food is properly broken down, the body can absorb nutrients more effectively, leading to more energy, better immune function, and a healthier gut. Small changes in diet and lifestyle, like including enzyme-rich foods and herbs, can make a significant difference in how the body processes food and how a person feels every day. If you found this information helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on natural health. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.